All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kato Geechee, owner, CEO, president, all of that of Creative Millennial Investments Trading. Y'all know what's going on. Today is Monday. It's Monday evening. It's Monday at night. Today was the first day of the week where we traded the accounts that we're gonna be working with for the road to $10,000 in prop firm payouts. So, like I said, this is week one. We started off with one account. We are starting off with Apex. Just Apex is just it's right now it's the easiest to get. Not only is it the easiest to get, they did just change the rules. And I think that Apex is right now might be the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's for another video though. We're gonna talk about that. But if you haven't already, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you are a prop firm trader or you think about getting into prop firm trading, go ahead and use the discount code that Apex has. You get 80% off. It's right there. Boom, I'll click over so y'all can see the Apex. The code is gonna be in the video description for sure though. So listen, check it out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the trades that we placed today. Today we traded Today we traded one account for the $10,000 in payouts. We traded one account. Like I said, we starting off with Apex. We starting off with three Apex accounts. I'm not copy trading. We're not gonna copy trade until we get one account funded. Once we get one account funded, we'll start copy trading, and I'll explain to you why, and I'll break down the process. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the journaling. So I'm gonna go ahead and uh, I'm gonna bring up the trades that we placed today inside of TraderSync. I'm gonna show y'all there, and just show y'all how I kind of journal the trades, right? And I think this is a process that you need to do from the beginning to the end. I don't care if you're doing that evaluation or if you're uh, already funded. Either way, you need to be journaling. You need to be keeping track of your trades, keeping track of what works and what don't work. You know what I'm saying? What's hidden, what's not hidden. The times the data's hidden, the times the data's not hidden. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's strategy is different. But listen, with that being said, let's go ahead and get over to TraderSync so y'all can see the trades we placed today. After that, we'll go ahead and get into Motive Wave so y'all can see the actual breakdown of the trades and see why we placed the trades and like that. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get it. Boom. So if you looking at this right now, if you look at the trades that we placed today, we only had two trades. So I did start off today with a long, the long. This is what I like about TraderSync. I want to go ahead and break down TraderSync for y'all just so y'all can see. I don't have a code for TraderSync or anything like that, but I do think it's a valuable asset that you need if you're gonna be trading, especially if you're trading multiple accounts. The subscription is not expensive. You can get it. I think I pay like $24 a month or something like that. Nothing too crazy. And this is just the base model, so I do think it's useful. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't want to go ahead and have to create a journal. I know some people want to create the journal and stuff like that. I like this because all the data's here, and it's gonna give you all the data that you could possibly need. Now, Motive Wave does give you some data. Don't get me wrong, but I like my data to be broken down separately, and I think it just gives you another task of things that you need to do, especially if you just want to go ahead and focus in on trading. If we set a goal at 10,000, this is how we going you know what I'm saying, keep track of that. So, with that being said, this is the account we traded. We traded one Apex account today. The account return, as you can see, is 1,215. So we're almost at half of the goal that we looking for, which is a $3,000 profit target for the 50,000 account. We're trading a $50,000 account with Apex. If you don't know, you're gonna learn the $50,000 account is the most valuable for sure. Drawdown is going to be 2,500. The profit target goal is going to be 3,000. So with that being said, like I said, we almost reached halfway. Now we did have a 100% win rate. This does not happen every day. Don't expect this to happen every day. Now, we are trading NQ. Everything that we're gonna be trading is, I mean, every day we're trading NQ. We are NQ. We bleed NQ on my soul. I'm not playing no games. We bleed NQ. I take a look at the ES every now and again, but I'm not trading ES. It's just a little bit. It's not enough opportunities for me. Um. So yeah. So one thing I did learn, and one thing that I think is that I like to pay attention to is letting these trades run. So if you see, the first trade that we placed this morning was a long on the NQ. The whole time was 7 minutes and 39 seconds. That is a little bit long. Now this did reach My this reached my what I like to do is I like to I'll show you when we go ahead and switch over, and I'll explain to you what how this came about. So what I'm doing basically is I'm attempting to risk a certain amount in order to make a certain amount per trade, and then I'll so I gotta let you gotta let the winners run. So that's what happened here. I let the winner run um on this second trade here for $1,000. That trade was a little bit shorter, was a minute and 1 second. So this is just day one returns. We had 1215 trades, 1, 2 out of 2. So let's just go ahead and see what else we can get out of this TraderSync and see what else. So you got reports here. This is like I said, this is what I like about this right here. Reports. If you go to reports, you can see we're on this calendar. This is day one of the trades, right? So this is day one, Monday the 21st. Y'all make sure y'all keep track of this because we want to see how long it can you could possibly take to get pass the evaluation, get funded, and get to 10,000. So we starting from scratch. Like I said, I am funded. I'm already funded, but I wanted to do this with y'all so y'all can see what it's like doing it from scratch, just to show people this shit is possible and this shit can change your life on my soul. Now, because a lot of people I try to explain this to, and they really be like, oh no, 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 no. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your life, especially if you in the urban community. Don't waste your life. I know everybody want to be rappers. Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying, do all this extra stuff. Man, listen, this is a way that you can make some money and be your own boss. Now, so if you're looking at the calendar right here, this is the best part about it is I like to see my trades broken down in the calendar. You see right here, we got this in the calendar. I really didn't type anything inside the journal. As you can see, it's here. I mean, I didn't really type anything. I mean, I feel pretty good about the two trades that we placed. There was nothing holding me back about the trades. There was nothing that there was nothing I thought I could have did different. Let's be honest. Um, at least not on this account. There is an account that's completely outside of this account that's already funded that I didn't want to get into, and I'm not counting that money towards the $10,000 in payouts. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. Okay. Now, like I said, you click here, you get the breakdown. It's gonna show you everything. Account return net profit 1215, account return gross 1215, account balance 1215, daily return 1215, return on winners 1215, return on losers 0 because we didn't lose nada. Return on longs 215 and return on shorts is 1,000. So this is gonna give you everything that you could possibly need. Biggest loss, profit loss ratio. This is gonna give you anything that you could possibly need. Return percentages, average returns. Now, once we start adding other days and other trades to this, it is gonna go ahead and populate more information. Um, but we'll cross that bridge once we get there. This is just day one. We are gonna calculate this based on the week. So this is day one of week one. Boom. Let's go in and switch over. Let's go ahead and make sure we can go ahead and explain to y'all how we even got here in the first place. Right? So how we got here, we're gonna go ahead and go to Motive Wave. So for those of you who don't know, I am on Mac. If you're using Mac, I recommend you using Motive Wave. I started out on TraderVate, but don't get it twisted. TraderVate is good if but when you getting serious about profit trading and you got multiple accounts, you want to make sure you got a good trade copier, especially if you're gonna be copy trading. So with that being said, I personally like to manage my trades very, very closely. So I don't like the trade copier that's inside of TraderVate. That's my personal preference. I prefer not to deal with it. Not only that, Motive Wave just is it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more like upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? It's like the difference between GarageBand and Logic. You know what I'm saying? I was a Logic user, but you start off in GarageBand and it's like, but Logic got that shit. You know what I'm saying? Logic got that shit, not it. But with that being said, look, let's jump straight into it and see where we're gonna go. Like I said, that Apex code is gonna be right there, right there. As you can see, that Apex code is right there, smack that below me. Don't waste no time. Apex did just change some rules, so I personally love the rules. I love where they're going. I love where Apex is going. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and look at the trades that we placed today, right? This is right here what I'm on right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to go ahead and make sure these arrows are gonna be kind of what we gauging this off of. The arrows. Oh, too far back. The arrows are what we basing this off of. So if you look here, this is the first trade that we had, right here. And I'll go ahead and switch to this 2K. Okay, so spread this out, pause. Spread this out is crazy work. So with that being said, look, this is where we got now. My entry, the thing is when I sat in front of my computer, my entry, my entry. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. My entry, if you looking at my bar, my blocks here, my entry honestly should have been here. So my entry should have been here. This candlestick here. This should have been my entry. Stop loss should have been down here. But what ended up happening is, as you can see, is these times. So I think 840. 840 is usually when I say, okay, I'm gonna start trading. Now the thing is, 840 is when I get in front of the computer and start doing analysis. What I basically do is at 840, I sit down and I use the volume profile. If you don't know what the volume profile is, you lacking on your, you know what I'm saying, you lacking on your Mac and you slipping on your pimping. I use the volume profile just to get my levels, my supply and demand levels. And then what I like to do is I go over to my order flow, which is going to be my heat map, which is the book map. Uh, and I just kind of look at where we at as far as aggressive buyers and sellers, just to see what where we at. And then not only that, look where we are in the volume profile. As you can see, I got the big one here, the 20-day volume profile here on my 2K tick chart. I am trading tick charts. If you don't know what tick charts are, that's a whole nother video. Let me know in the description of the video. Let me know in the comments if you want to know what tick charts are. I'll make a video breaking down what tick charts are. They just help you see the market better. Once I start using tick charts, everything changed for me. That's when I started. That's when I started. You know what I'm saying, getting money. Once I start using tick charts, that's when the money started being like, oh yeah, oh yeah, you can really get this chicken out here. Chicken sandwich, chicken nuggets, McChickens, Chick-fil-A, everything they got to do with a chicken. Once you start trading the tick charts, you gonna get it. I swear to you. Okay, anyways, so the bars are basically broke down by transaction. So like I said, these are not time based charts. I keep time based charts pulled up over here, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't pull them up. The only time I might pull them up is if I'm looking for supply and demand on the hourly, and that's just looking for high concentration supply and demand, where the areas like compound next to each other. But with that being said, okay, so this is the entry. The entry should have been here. The reason why it's not there is because I don't allow myself to enter trades until 8:45. I need 15 minutes after the open. That's when I allow myself to start placing trades. I don't enter any trades before 15 minutes before the open. So with that being said, I can draw position two here. I'm gonna go ahead and draw position two here just so y'all can see the actual position, and then we'll go from there. Here, I'm just gonna cut this off, close that. Let's see the position size two inside of Motive Wave. Once again, I do recommend y'all go ahead and purchase Motive Wave. It is a subscription. It does come with Bookmap. So if you paying for Bookmap and you on Mac, there's no reason why you should not just go ahead and get Motive Wave because it comes free inside of Motive Wave. Boom.
I just gave y'all a link on my show.
This is the position tool here. This, like I said, this right here, I'll show you where the entry should have been. The entry should have been here. But like I said, I don't enter uh, based off. And what I'll do is I'll actually go ahead and just bring it so where it's just the 500 tick. Boom, boom, boom. So this should have been the entry here. But what ended up being the entry was this here. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It wasn't a 1-to-1 though. It was a 1 to 2. Oh, so it was like this here. Now this is the entry. So as you can see, I'm gonna just slide this over so y'all can see a little bit more. I want y'all to actually be able to see this. So the entry went something a little bit like this. As you can see, we pushed up here. Uh, this was the candle, but once usually when that happens, what it does is actually this is the actual candle. So what happened here is this is what happened. So I have on I'm sorry y'all. So basically what happened here is I have an exit strategy or bracket orders. So when I go long, say I go long here, this is my entry. Once I go long, you see we push up a little bit. We reach the top of this little, the EMA band. We come back down. We retest down here below. We retest. We don't get stopped out. I'll go ahead and actually place it where it was. So it's here. So we don't get stopped out, as you can see here. Price does come down. It kind of shocks you, scare you for a second. Now the thing is when you're going through something like this, you gotta have faith in you got to believe in your strategy. You have to know that this is going to work. So that's what's going to make you hold it. So what happened to me when I first started trading this is stuff like this will happen. And I would exit the trade right here. I would exit the trade for a loss, not exit the trade for a win. I would exit the trade for a loss. Then I would enter again, right? I get one candlestick, and then it started going down, and I set it to break even. Then it comes down and stop me out instead of letting price get to the target. So, like I said, my trading changed once I started paying attention to what I was doing. Once I started saying, "Hey, listen, price gets to these targets, just leave the trade on." You know what I'm saying? So my exit strategy here on my bracket orders is always set to making 100 ticks. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 100 ticks. Now, once what I have my strategy do is once it reaches 100 ticks, my stop loss is then moved up to 50 ticks. So not break even, not necessarily break even at zero, but 50 ticks. So let's just say this is one contract, right? So one contract, once price reaches 50 ticks, one contract, that's gonna be $500. So once price reaches my $500, my take profit, I mean my break even is now set at $250. So what happened was is price comes up, it reaches my $500, which is my 100 ticks. Now, what I like to do is the reason why I do that and take the 250 is because I came from ES anyway. So I'm used to having trades that were 200. Now, what I was doing a couple months ago is I was exiting at the 200. I mean at the 500. Now the thing is when you exit at the 500, what was happening is I would place one trade, win a trade, place another trade, win a trade, right? Now the thing is when I started taking losses and I was realizing that these trades were running. So now the thing is by the time it comes to time to pass the evaluation, you realize is I could have passed the evaluation 3, 4 times in one day, but taking profits so early, I started realizing like that's just crazy. Now you do have a trailing stop, but the thing is $250 is not gonna hurt your trail. It's not gonna hurt your trailing stop. Like don't be scared of $250. So if it runs up 9 times out of 10, what I started realizing is if it runs up and hits that 100 tick mark, not let's not 9 times out of 10, but a lot of the times if it already got there because 100 ticks is a lot. So if it get to 100 ticks, it can go 150. You know what I'm saying? Like it can go 150 for sure because you already got the momentum. Look at this. This is what I mean. So it pushes up here, comes back. Now let's just say it pushes up and gets the 50 ticks. This is the 50, right? This is about our halfway line, right? So it pushes up, it gets the 50 ticks. It comes back down, right? Now it pushes even further. Once I see this is even more of a guarantee. Once I see this candlestick here close, this one specifically right here, I'm already thinking in my mind, oh, we can go. Like if I really wanted to snap, like this is where I'm at with it at this point. If I really wanted to snap and I really wanted to speed up evals, I'm doubling down right here. Because with Apex, the thing is with Apex is you don't want to DCA. I think they brought DCA back. I'm not really a fan of DCAing when a trade is going against you. That's just crazy to me. But these re-entries off of these bounces, oh yes, add on. This right here is an add-on. Boom. You see what I'm saying? This is how I'm thinking about it because you already made it halfway there. So if you give me anything positive after making it halfway there, I'm a believer. Not only that, I think I was really believing like, okay, we're gonna make it to this little area up here. That was my whole thing. And as you can see, we eventually did. Now the thing is I this was the 250. This is $250. Now the thing is this is where I say belief in the strategies because I did make a mistake here because me personally, I feel like when this came back and retested down here again and started to go long, it gave me a signal to go long again. But I just came off of this trade, so I'm just like and didn't do it. That's crazy, right? Because if I would have taken it, now this is where you say anything, anything that your strategy gives you, if you believe in it like that, any trade that it gives you, you take it. Oh, this is the easy way to tell. That was just dumb of me. I could have just moved this position size tool up. So let's just say we placed this position here, and this is how we went about it. We placed this trade here. This would have been our 500 here. Now the thing is now we know that this is where it is. Now we know that this would have been a winning trade, right? You see how price goes up. This is the entry. Price goes up, comes back down, almost stops out, doesn't. Pushes back up, right? It almost goes all the way to. Now, mind you, my exit strategy doesn't do anything until it reaches my 100 ticks. So we still even right here, it's not 100 ticks. Comes back down. We don't get stopped out because the exit strategy is not at break even yet. Now price goes up, reaches the 100 ticks. Stop loss goes to the 250 mark, which is the half here, right? Once price pushes up one more candlestick, now my stop loss is here. Now my stop loss is at the bottom of this candlestick here, which is going to be our actual winning, which is going to be 500. But if I don't get a candlestick after, like here, I didn't get a candlestick after. It came up, touched it. I didn't get a candlestick after, so I hurried up and moved back down. My first candlestick that pushes up after this, I'm going ahead and I'm moving the stop to the my actual where the target was, which is the $500. So anything more or less is just I'm following price. It moves up, okay, I'm following it. It moves up again, I'm following it. So I 9 times out of 10 I get an exit here, right? And that's only because I'm trailing price at the bottom of each one, right? So not only that, so we know that that would have been a hefty one there. This would have been at least a little bit more than 500, probably about 700. I'm not gonna go ahead. We're not finna do all the math on that. That's just crazy. But anyways, so with that being said, you see we're almost halfway there. We're at 12:15 on the first day. So this is how we're gonna. This is how we're gonna get funded. And what I'll do is the next video, I'll break down every little. Um, I'll break down the four essential things that I think every trader needs to have in their strategy, right? And I'll explain that, and I'll even give analogies on why I think this. Not only that, I'll show you the tools that I use to cover these grounds, because there are different tools. You have momentum tools, you have trend tools. These are things that we're gonna cover in the next video. So thank you, YouTube, for watching this. Like I said, we are trading Apex accounts. If you are a prop firm trader, make sure you go ahead and use that code that's right there below, above, wherever it is. Make sure you use that Apex code. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all want to see next. This is the road to 10,000 in prop firm payouts. This is week 1, day 1. Hey, listen, stay with us on this journey. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to get this money. So, with that being said, stay dangerous if you don't do nothing else.